duty. Well, I would, but the problem is your mic is still muted. Yeah, but you're not coming through Twitch. Nope. It's like I'm talking to no one. Check your microphone in Streamlabs, perhaps?
Oh, I bet I know what happened. I bet I know.
There you are.
Okay. Now it should be okay. Now am I audible in the stream?
Yes, very.
Okay. Much better.
So begin again.
Hello. Now that y'all can friggin' hear me. Hello, everybody. We are going to again do witchingly witcher things. I am joined by my buddy, Stormy
Hello.
Chan. Say hello, Stormy.
Hello, Stormy.
Thank you, Stormy. Uh, Rail will be joining us at some point here, I believe. Uh, but all right, let's jump in and let's do a little recap here because it's been a while.
Yes.
So we had been running around legally distinct Danzig, I think, and doing a few things here and there, and I stopped us right in front of. Okay. So I stopped us right in front of this where our chest was, but one of the things I realized I needed to bring us back here to White Orchard to talk to Tomira because if you'll notice, the girl we helped with that Witcher potion,
Yeah.
L no here no more. So let's talk to
Yes?
Tomira.
Where's Lena? Something happened?
She was getting better. Then Nilfgaardians came, carried her off.
Nilfgaardians? Why? What did they want with her?
I've no notion. They don't explain what they do. It's not in their custom.
So
Yeah.
Farewell.
So yeah, we had to come back just to talk to her about that because that's important. That's gonna matter. Well, later for kind of something or other. Anyway, the other thing I did was I ran all around the damn place, unlocking things and clearing out monster nests and stuff like that. None of this was plot related stuff, so like nothing like happened. But I just opened up a lot more of the map so we can do stuff. In fact, you'll see that there's lots of like quest stuff all over the place. So, anyway, what I was thinking we should do to start with is probably start going around. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Hopefully by the time Rail gets here, we will be ready to do this. But you remember the first stream, there was a Yeet Thyself Redeemed? Well, I'm going to take us to the location where we can perform the yeeting.
Yay.
Yes.
Ciri had never reached the Elven Mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until
So how was your weekend?
the crones of
It's been
Brickbat
full of
followed.
planning. Prepping.
Yes.
Rehearsing. crying and eating too much ice cream. No, that last part I'm joking. Well, it's about the ice cream part. But there was some crying. No.
Well, I would hope there'd be some ice cream.
I'm trying to be good, so no, there hasn't been any ice cream.
Dude, we all scream for ice cream.
This is true. And now that I'm teaching teenagers how to write music for video games, I say teenagers, 18s and adults, I guess.
I thought this was a university, so wouldn't this be like college kids?
Yeah, so like 18 and older.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know how when you're like 36 or older, you start to view anyone under 30 as a teenager?
I mean, there is a certain amount of jealous, anger at, I no longer possess the vitality of youth that I once had. There's that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say view them as teenagers, but I do the whole "you damn kids" thing to even 30-year-olds. So I'm kind of old and crusty like that.
So I've been playing in a D&D campaign with some friends, and they have me DJ the game, so like play appropriate music here, there, or wherever. And the campaign's taken on like a real like dark horror element recently. And so most of what I've been playing is in the combat soundtrack from The Witcher.
So lay, pretty much.
Yep.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Is that a Griffagriff?
No, this is a basilisk.
Ah. Roko isn't even here.
Oh, what?
You know, I'll explain that joke when you're not about to die.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Give me oh, there we go. Fucking dead. Alright. Please, do explain.
Okay, so there's a thought experiment in the online scientific community called Roko's Basilisk. It's one of those things that, what's the word I'm looking for? It's purely meant as a thought exercise. It's not meant to be, an actual scientific posit or theory. But it was written in such a way as to cause people to think that that's what it was.
Okay.
And it was called Roko's Basilisk, and it basically referred to the idea of an otherwise benevolent AI that would torture you if you did not help contribute to its creation, even if you knew it was to come about.
That's dark.
And so it basically turned into this whole, like, simulation theory approach to the concept of essentially hell. And so it was this really weird concept, but it was disturbing enough that the way it was written that it was eventually forbidden from being mentioned on certain websites and so forth.
Interesting.
And, given that most scientists are probably fairly neurodivergent individuals, I could see why. And that led to, so you're fighting Basilisk, and I'm like, Roko's not even here.
I get it now.
Yes.
Oh no, there is a drawbridge. But you will note how tall that is, and you will note what is down there.
Shiny.
Alright, I wonder if I can do this and survive. Let's find out.
NDLV11 says, damn kids, get off my lawn. Oh, and he just subscribed.
Hello!
He also redeemed to Eat Thyself.
He did?
Yep.
Well,
so,
we'll
now,
call that the yeet for him, and I will perform an additional yeeting here shortly.
Yeah.
Once I get to the top of the tower proper.
The place of honor.
Can't remember. NDLV11, are you one of our Aux friends, or did you find us here? Either is good. I'm just curious. Ah. Oh, it's Ray. That's right. Okay.
It gets so hard when everybody's got different nicknames for everything.
Yes. For here I am Wolfgang, but elsewhere I am the stormiest of songs.
You are, and ever shall remain, the stormiest of songs.
Although the other day I was briefly Hurricane him.
I see.
There was chicanery as I kept changing people's names.
Well,
That's
don't
not how
do
crossbows
that.
work.
Don't do that. Also, it took me a really, really long time to figure out how to get to the damn top of this tower, because I kept trying to figure out ways to jump across and get the bridge, like the drawbridge down, and I didn't realize that we were supposed to swim down and do this. I think I actually had to look it up. Like, that's how much I screwed this up.
Yep. And it looks like our Senpai Sensei Samas over at the WBPL 76 are playing Metal Gear Solid.
Is it Tex and Depp?
I don't know. Let me go check.
And I am also pretty certain that Crow and Mecha are doing stuff on Monday nights too.
Yep, it is the Texicus and the Deputus.
The Texican and the Deputation. No.
Well, that counts as the second yeet.
Well, there was still another one. I'm going to wait until Rail is here, but there needs to be the official top level yeet. I will probably have to kill the wyvern. What? Are you shitting me? No. Have to all the way back. All right, fine, whatever. Yeah.
I've also decided that one of the 9 realms of Viking myth will be Jotunheim, a place where people throw each other.
It's gotta be.
That's good.
And then Nibelheim, a place where people nibble on things, like cookies.
That sounds like the kind of place I would like to visit. 'Cause I'm not really like big into like, let's go chop each other to pieces and then, get remade every day and all that stuff. That doesn't really sound like my ideal version of,
Paradise.
yeah. Not really my thing. What?
Oh, just noticing that there was a bit of buffering and delay on the Twitch, but we're good.
Do I need to... I am... Let's see. It's showing minimal packet loss on my end, so we'll keep an eye on
Yeah, no, I think it was the Twitch server changing over for the afternoon. God, you always... Like, I sit here and I look at WBPL and I'm like, ooh, 117 people are watching them right now. That's a huge channel. Then I look over and I see Maximilian Dude has 28,000 people watching him.
it. Yeah, or that, like, softcore porn chick, Amaranth, or whatever her name is, has got, like...
Yeah.
Like, in the...
Like, I'm not gonna count her just because, let's be honest, boobs, it's gonna attract some people.
I mean... Yeah.
And speaking of boobs, here is Rail.
I'll
Hi,
do that.
Rail. Also, Storm, when we get to a certain appropriate point, Rail has a special joke for you tonight.
Oh no. Oh
Wait, I have
no!
a joke for him tonight?
In addition to the normal dad joke, you should also tell him the dad joke you told me.
Oh, which one? Oh, that joke. Yeah. I mean, that's an old one. I've told it to lots of people, but you're right. I don't think I've actually told that one on stream.
And I don't think I saved again, son of a...
Floor.
Oh.
Rail, finished being run over by trains? Ray asks.
Look. Okay, I'm not the rail you want to go over, because my shtick is derailing.
I just got the joke.
You know, so I was... I'm trying to...
You was. Indeed, you was.
Yeah, I was trying to use the ladder and then something went wrong! So, during one of the, BPL... Oh, it was last week's, Monday stream, the, Pandora Pirate Radio. I was... If you remember, Warlax was singing something, and apparently... I probably shouldn't tell that story. You won't worry about it. Anyway. Yeah, we won't worry about that. Rail, why don't you go ahead and tell Storm his special joke, and we'll do the dad joke later on. But let's tell Stormy his special joke.
All right. What's a horse's favorite side with its burgers?
I feel like this is a flank joke.
Tater trots.
I'm gonna breathe out. Oh wait, I think we finally have the appropriate response for this.
No.
I told you it would be a good idea.
No, the appropriate response is the emotional damage one.
Explosion works too.
So anyway, I'm not going to do the whole fall off thing again, but that was your yeet, Rail.
Oh, wonderful.
I may have fallen off several
Shame
other
for you.
times as well,
Yep.
due to, amazing skill. Cough.
Yeah.
Cough.
So I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna be that weirdly happy guy that plays really dark games on the abs. And the reason I say that is I just played a new game recently called, well, it's not new, it's new to me, called Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. That game is a fucking nightmare and a half, and I think I want to do it on stream.
That's on sale all the time on GOG. I've just never bought it.
Here's my only problem with that plan, Storm.
Hmm.
You need to finish Persona first.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and
if
Persona
I did
is
this,
like one of
I
those-
don't think yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't think this would be for a while, and even if I did, it probably wouldn't be one I'd play with Wilbur. It's probably one I'd play on my own. On like a different night or something. But yeah, Persona's like 100-hour long game. That one's gonna go for a
Content
while.
for years.
The amount of weeb lessons that will happen is overwhelming.
Over 9,000 even. And the fun part is, when I say it's a 100-hour game, that's not a completionist run.
Also, Storm, I don't think he noticed what happened in the chat yet.
Rats, why
Because it's
did
not
you
showing
make
up
them?
on his chat.
Bloody rodents.
Add another one.
Did you see what he did with them?
All right. We'll do that when we get to the eastern coasts.
It's our favorite sexy lady.
Kira, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
All right.
Why'd
She
you
better
want
not
the
be
lamp?
responsible for
Just
all the
like this
rats
one.
we had to deal with last time.
Communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer.
What
I
is
brewed him a
wart
potion.
charmer?
To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Oh, she sells stuff.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed.
Probably potions.
I gather you like
Well,
a
potion
look.
ingredients.
Very much so.
Maybe some runes and such.
Oh, potion clearance. That's good. That's good. Don't have that one. Don't have that one. All right. Oh wait. Oh, I can do basilisk now. Sweet. Alright. Okay, this will give us more on her
So,
backstory.
I just saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No, I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
You mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar?
There's a
Murderers scouring
reason
the
that
north from
Radovid
end to
is the
end,
way he
burning
is.
books,
We will
hanging
find that
soothsayers,
out.
torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange
Lovely.
place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in
It's
a
a
barrel.
shame he's just
Nilfgaard
such a
controls the
jerk.
south.
Otherwise, he
Where
could
was
be
I
a
to
chat
say?
of it.
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one.
Given what all happened
They
to
share a
him,
deep hatred
I
of the Lodge of Sorceresses.
mean, he could be, but
And I was a member.
he was kind of ruined from the beginning.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Yeah, all the sorceresses love their luxury.
Yeah.
Any news of your
Either
sisters
she
from
says
the
something
lodge?
similar at another point, or we
None.
went through part of that
We can't know
conversation
too
before,
much
but
about one another these
still
days.
worth the reminder.
It's safer that way.
Even tried to
I
contact
mean, to
one
be
another?
fair, if you live
I've
long
wanted
enough,
to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer. Or who might be listening.
God, can you imagine like being an immortal who's trapped in
I
poverty?
did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake
Big
Window.
Yeah,
You've
that
heard
would
of it,
suck,
I'm sure.
but it would be
The
unlikely
local
to.
peasants mumble incessantly about it.
Oh,
about the
horribly
wraiths that
unlikely.
haunt it.
Mhm.
They claim none who
Unless
dare
you were
to
like
return.
immortal, but also
did it come to be
permanently
cursed?
mentally ill.
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its
There's a
source.
joke in there
Gotta
somewhere.
know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Sarah, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
I'll be honest, I'm
See, I
surprised
thought
you
you
hadn't
didn't
already
care
gone
for
through
the
all her
locals.
quest stuff already.
The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse. so
Well,
we could conclude
remember,
I'm not
we
so
were
great.
listening
enough
to
to
all the
conceal me
story,
from the
and
witch hunters
when
and
we
recite
stopped
himself
last
to the
time, I don't know if you
themselves.
heard me say this, but
What
I
others
went around
think,
and did a
your
lot
image,
of unlocking
that's all you
areas
care
and
about.
stuff, so
The point
just like
is, listen,
non.
I didn't flee to
like,
these
story
wilds just to
quest
stupidly get
stuff.
caught because some boar
Yeah.
with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the
Well, what
peasants
I
who went
mean
to the island
is
for
like
food
you've gone to the
were
major
slaughtered
city and
murdered.
seen
The villagers
Triss,
say
but
he had them poisoned.
you waited
real
this long to do
gentleman.
this? I did this actually
Well, I never
before I
met him.
even did the Bloody
But he
Baron.
certainly didn't seem such
Oh,
a cruel
I-
man, judging by what he
Rail,
made from
I am the
told me.
king of
Mage
putting
lived on the
off
island.
major
Did you know
story
him?
stuff
Where is he
until
now?
like the very,
friends.
very end. Like,
Sadly,
I'm
he
the guy
died
that
that day
goes
as
and
well.
does every side
Very few
quest
survived.
possible
But even
as
those
soon
who
as
Oh,
it's
yeah.
escaped the
available.
Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did
Yeah,
not
no, I
seem
do
to
the
have
same
been
thing.
poisoned.
It's just like she's roughly of equal
help.
plot
I knew
importance
you'd
to the
find
Bloody
Jazz.
Baron.
Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke
Correct.
Isle.
That's why I
Fine.
waited.
What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. How? But they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's the reason I did her earliest because of that thing,
Yep.
the lamp.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke
I
Isle
love
once.
lamp.
Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny.
Oh,
Thought you'd go in
gosh.
for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten
So
it,
really,
as it seems to
Geralt
eat everything
is more trained at enduring magic.
How's the lamp actually work?
Magic
They
is
know a
more of
little
I
a.
have to do something.
It's kind of
magical.
just another
needn't
quasi
even
tool in
rub.
his
here.
toolbox.
Just place
He's
it
trying
where
to
you find
kill
bones and hear
critters
whispers.
first and
Yeah.
foremost.
But what I
I
mean is he
suppose I
has
should
some
warn
spells
you.
and they're
It
useful,
might
but like
not be the
his
most
knowledge of
pleasant
magic
experience.
seems to, based on what she just said, extend
Tell you all
to
about it later.
largely
Just
how
skip the
not to
drastic
explode
bits.
from it.
You'll need to do
His
neither.
magic is mostly
I'll give you a
utilitarian in
Xenovox.
nature.
Yes.
It's a bauble that
They
will
know
let
the
us
magic
travel
they
some
need
distance.
to
You will tell
know,
me
not
what
die.
you see, and I shall tell you what to do.
I
in it.
choose life.
Yes.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
Kiwi in the
They hard to
background.
build.
Life, liberty, and the
Extremely.
pursuit of lampiness.
That's why they're so rare.
That's
I
true.
certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these
You
Xenovoxes
two
will catch
are
on with every
peas in a
mage using
pod.
one.
Not the slightest.
Oh, Rail, by the way, celebrate For
So?
Where'd you get
you've
this
played
info?
Final Fantasy games, yes?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp.
Yes.
Thought it was part of the lamp at
My
first.
lecture on Monday
Didn't
will
realise
include,
what I'd actually found
or
until
not Monday,
later.
Tuesday will
Think it belonged
include
to the Elven Mage.
the famous
Really?
laugh from Final
And
Fantasy
I didn't even
X.
know the elves used them.
So I've heard bits and
I need to know
pieces of
anything
this
else before I
lecture
go.
you're doing, but never
No,
actually
that's
the
it all.
details of it. So what's going on?
Yes, we need to hear the whole lecture
Oh,
dry
Carol,
run.
Andy. I can't wait to see
Well,
what
we're
you
not doing
discover
that
on
on
the
stream,
file.
okay?
No,
This all
no,
becomes
we'll do it. We'll do it
And
elsewhere.
Geralt,
Yeah.
thank you.
But yeah, no, I'm delivering this lecture tomorrow, and it's basically my on-the-job interview.
You're doing it tomorrow,
Yeah.
so you need to do the dry run tonight.
I've been doing multiple dry runs with people. So, like, another dry run would definitely help, but it's not a matter of desperation.
I still need more context.
Right, okay, so, over the past year I've done some substitute work at the university, but they haven't been able to pull me in as, like, a full
Teacher.
instructor. And so they finally have the stuff ready for me to be a full instructor in their game design department, specifically teaching audio design for games.
Okay, that's
And-
really cool.
Yeah, and that's like, ooh, that's like half of everything Storm Song's ever studied for. So, you know, between that and running the studio, I'm, you know, getting to do the dream thing. Problem is, as I'm sure you're well aware, Rail, is blessed bureaucracy is blessed until it isn't, which is to say, sometimes people don't communicate with each other. And so, a different department head is like, okay, you guys have already built your schedule around this person, who I never interviewed and hasn't spoken to human resources. So, we're going to quickly do the review interview, have him do a lecture in front of us just so we make sure he's not a crazy person.
Well, you are fucking crazy.
Interview failed.
But to make sure that, you know, they're comfortable with me being the person doing the teaching. The chances are I have the job unless I, like, screw up true marvelously because of the whole, like, well, unfortunately half the department have already been planning the semester around me being there. But they still have to, this person still has to sign off on it.
Okay.
And to their credit, they've never met me, so, you know, it's like, oh, we're gonna put this guy up in front of my students. Who is he?
Now the important question is, will you get a good salary?
For the first semester or two, probably it'll be okay. Because it'll be paid by the class. So it's, 2 classes each twice a week. So that's 4 sessions a week. That's gonna amount to something like... Well, I'm not gonna say the number on stream. But a decent number, but supplementary. It's not gonna be, like, enough to count as, like, a full-time job's amount of pay. But once that goes well, I'll be able to also start picking up other classes, like between the music department and the kind of more art side skills from the game design department. And if I start studying the actual code side of things more and get more into the code side of game development, then I could even start picking up some of the, like, 100-level Unity classes.
So, is a potential doctorate in the future, or are we not interested in that?
Where'd you come from?
Potential.
I ever have a son?
I have to see how things turn out over the next few years because the studio's beginning to take off as well, and, like, I feel like this is something I'm gonna do with my life, both the studio and the instructing. Most professors have 2 jobs because, like, being a professor doesn't pay enough, but it also gives you access to a lot of resources.
Resources and people.
And so it's like, the professor who's helping me get this job, and I won't say their names, they're really, like, big in helping people marketing and advertising. the professor I'm going to be answering to directly is themselves a photographer by trade, and does, or not directly answering to, the one who's kind of shepherding me through this process. The one I'm directly answering to is a computer programmer.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, with that, would you be a professor or a casual professor?
No, professor's only for if you've got a PhD.
A doctorate and tenure. Basically, a professor means that you're not just...
I know the difference. It's a stupid pun, guys. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm
it's
sorry.
me. Really?
I'm
Really?
sorry. Shut up or I'll kiss you on the lips. A confessor, according to Ray. Now, the thing with... so Ray brings up a good point. So audio production is a weird field in that there are no degrees past master, so I do have a terminal degree, but I would still probably have to pursue a doctorate in a field somewhere to get tenure to be a professor. But
a doctorate in shit posting.
But yeah, technically I could get a... I could technically get tenure, but it's going to take some years before that's even an option. And by then I may decide to get an additional degree.
I'm actually going back in the fall for my statistics degree.
Yes. Excellent.
Well, first it's going to be the 2-year general degree transfer degree, and then the statistics degree.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if I go for a doctorate, I may actually go for it in game design with focus in music.
Yeah, that's an option.
Oh, doctorate of education leadership because you want to be the person in charge. That does make sense. I feel that's like what one of my soon-to-be colleagues would tell me to do too. It's funny also because apparently as a professor you actually get to travel a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
Because you're getting yanked for lectures here and there.
Yeah, no, it open, like, the pay's not very good, but it does open a lot of doors. And allows you to meet neat people.
It's funny because when I look up games on ChatGPT, asking it like games that are most famous for, etc., 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 it's usually games that like I've heard of but I don't play. But the moment I start asking it about games that are famous for their music, then like 8 out of 9 are games that I've played and play often. And so it's like, I really do go towards music and video games, don't I?
So, I didn't realize that this was for video game stuff, but I found myself over the weekend going through the thought exercise of what my favorite piece of music is from any video game ever. And it's hard to limit it to just one, but I finally did it.
Ooh.
And my favorite song, musical piece from anything is the Tyrannic Raider theme from Homeworld. I fucking love that.
From what I've heard, that one's pretty good.
So, I'm going to be quote-unquote obscure. Those of you who know me know what's about to come out of my mouth, or at least part of what's about to come out of my mouth. But my favorite musical piece is the Venus Lighthouse theme from Golden Sun.
It's a good theme.
Why are you crying?
Really just generally the Golden Sun soundtrack, but that one in particular.
I'll go to the woods.
Thank you.
One day we will play it on stream.
Yes.
It shall be glorious.
As for mine, if I had to do a gun to the head answer, then it's going to be the fully orchestrated rendition of One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII.
You did not just call Golden Sun obscure in my presence.
What? Did I?
What?
No, chat did.
Oh, I see. Ray is a silly boy. So silly. Slicey diceys. Chip chop. Chip shape in Bristol fashion, Captain.
So I'm playing Zelda in the background, and I heard those wolves start like whining, and I'm like, wait a minute, the wolves in my game don't sound like that.
Wild dogs killed her man.
Yeah.
Oh. Poor crying maid lady.
Yeah.
You didn't find him?
No, I did, but
Nay, don't say it.
can't accept this coin. I'm sorry I wasn't able to bring him back alive.
Might I at least fetch his body?
Wouldn't advise it. It's dangerous. If you decide to go anyway, it's near his snares.
Thank ye. Farewell.
Yeah. There's a lot of hard shit in this. There's also a lot of funny snark and BS, but there's also a lot of hard stuff too. So,
Yep.
alright. What's some other stuff we can do? Oh, let's go fight Fish Gulper.
Ooh.
Let's
Oh,
go
is this another one of
throw
them boxing
some
matches?
hands.
Time to hand throw.
Because everybody loves throwing some hands, yo. Well, some people.
Wait, you didn't do the Fight Club out here? It's not even plot related.
I know. I'm waiting for everything when Storm is here. Dingledorf.
What do they call you?
A likely
Go out to fight.
excuse.
Geralt. And yes.
Then enter the lists, my friend.
Yes.
I'm putting all this on me.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's fight.
Good folk. Fish Gulper's finally found a foe. Right here, right now, on the field of honor, he'll face none other than Geralt of Rivia, the Hammer.
I love that short pause like, wait, I don't have a name for him.
Spare me a minute before the fight, master. Please. Cut of your mugs plain as day. What am I beside ye? I just want to live. These days, streams are bereft. No fish for me to gulp. And they's given a sack of flour to the winner. Show some pity. Take a fall for me.
Negative.
No mercy.
Nope.
All right, so be it.
Oh, shit. I need to reload. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Ciri had quarreled with. Geralt ran into an old friend.
Mistakes were made.
Ciri Metz.
Huh?
Sorceress told the
Mistakes
Witcher
have been
about the
made.
masked
Yes.
mage.
Terrible,
Ciri had seemed to have
horrible
taken shelter in his
mistakes.
hideout. Witcher
Look, it's
set
just
off
like
to
playing
find
things with children.
Ciri in tow. Ciri had
No
never
mercy.
reached the elven maid, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was
He's not
one
wrong,
step ahead of Geralt,
and he's in
so
line.
it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead.
So, speaking of which, how was your weekend, Rail?
My weekend was busy but good. Got to meet a uncle-in-law that I didn't know existed.
Okay.
Because Kiwi's family is huge.
Yes.
And it was pleasant, which is always good. Because there's always that worry about, is this will be the... Do I not know this family member because they're not a person I want to be around,
Yeah,
you know?
because it that family member. Understood.
Spare me a minute. Cut of your mugs.
Yeah, no, it turned out to not be the case, and more just a matter of inconvenient living places.
On purpose. If
And
you want
thus,
to win, you gotta beat me.
oh. But other than that, didn't play as much Diablo as I wanted to. It just ended up being bad timing. Me and Kiwi have been trying to get time to play Diablo.
The Witcher took Fish Gulper and Fish plowed his gob.
Such life. There will be tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday.
Time to face the Sergeant, champion of these lands. You'll find him at Crow's Perch.
The champion of these lands.
I very much like the phrase "fist plowed his gob."
What was that about?
What's become of me in my elder years?
Oh, you're not talking to Fish Gulper again?
By a common
No,
churl.
I don't think you can.
Yes, you can. Go back and talk to Fish
My
Gulper.
brother and I, we managed the manor for
Okay.
years.
Interest.
What happened to him?
Koji.
I am in possession. I have approximate knowledge of many things.
It wasn't long before we fell in love and wed. We
He
prepared
is
to
an
leave the
encyclopedia
manor. My
of
brother,
dad
who took
jokes.
offence, refused to bid me
Hey.
farewell. Years on I returned, but found no
You are
sign of
indeed the keeper of the
Folk
dad
claimed
jokes.
monsters had infested our home. Come to nest there.
I could take care of those monsters for you.
You're a witcher, right? No ordinary man would be so eager. Don't fret. It's all the same to me, provided you're honest. The house is east of here. Take this key. Once you've driven off the beasts, look for a chest. My treasure. Savings, really. They're yours.
What'll that leave you with?
A roof over my head is all I need. And if it comes to it, I've other heirlooms to sell. But I know you witchers don't work for free. I could never let you go without honest pay. Gods keep you.
Alright, where the hell is Fish? There he is.
Get out of my sight.
Hey, Fish Gulper. What do you want?
I had to win, but I don't want your family to go hungry. Here, take the purse.
That's... Why, thank you, Master.
Well, I didn't know you could do that.
Yay!
And now you know. Knowing's half the battle.
The other half is violence.
Ooh, sir.
Yes, it is very much violence. Come on. Alright, now...
First there's violence, then there's silence.
The silence of the violence.
Silence of the lambs.
Creed, riddle, string.
Nice fava beans and a Chianti.
Revenge is a dish
Hear
best
about the
served
job.
with fava beans and
Seems
a
you've
nice
got a
Chianti.
problem.
Yes.
Some graves get dug up.
If that were only it. Every now and then, a vile beast that come round the graveyard, devour what's fresh.
As to
then
what you
move
said
on.
earlier, Ray says,
Started
it's like
again,
playing
not
games
long
with
past.
children. Death to all who
Thought to
oppose me.
myself, Just don't step out after dark.
In all
and make it
reality, I do
daytime.
give kids initially a
wouldn't
little bit of
listen.
mercy in that.
The graveyard?
Nay,
Let's put this
from
in
the village.
Smash Brothers perspective.
Little
I will play
snot on the
Isabelle at
corner of his
first.
own, and I'd heard something like a whimper.
I
in
do
the
And then
not
they get
understand
mouthy,
the
and then I bring out Marth, and they get countered into the dirt.
Think me daft. If you've monsters, you need a witcher.
Well, you have to give them enough room to want to play, and then you don't go easy on them,
See
or
if I
else
can
they'll never
learn what's
learn.
out there.
So, my offspring decided, so our family thing is roughhousing, right? We roughhouse all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she loves roughhousing, of course. So, her big thing is when I introduced her to Minecraft, she figured out that you can actually attack, like, each other while playing multiplayer.
Definitely
Oh,
couldn't
no.
have snatched the kid.
So she started doing that.
No tools used though.
You're in danger.
And I, of course, kept telling her to stop doing it, stop doing it. I mean, this is all like happy fun, not like serious, right?
Yeah.
And she keeps doing it, she keeps doing it.
Dug up with a hoe.
So finally, whenever she does it, I
Mark's
just
right
make it
there.
a point to just murder her and steal all of her inventory. And of course, she gets all. Of course, whenever she sees me do it, she like jumps on me and tries to grab my keyboard and all this other stuff. It's hilarious.
Grave's been dug up recently. Smell of cadaverines old though, overripe. Wonder where the stench will lead me.
What is
I will be
cadaver?
right back. I have to make potty like a big boy.
You do that. Hope everything comes out okay.
Oh, it is a Monday.
It is a Monday.
Yea, and verily. A Monday
Also-
it do be. What's up?
This is mostly for Storm, but I wanted to see if he recognizes this bridge. Storm, I know
I
you
don't-
can hear me. If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
I don't recognize this bridge.
I will tell you in a moment. When the stormiest of Chans returns to us. Also, it's kind of hard to notice, but I got new armor. It's vampire armor.
It's why do you have vampire armor?
New moon armor.
What does it do?
Nothing. Just, it's armor. It's
Oh, it's
better
just
armor.
slightly better armor. You really should just go ahead and get the that whatchamacallit, like the Griffin armor or one of the other Witcher sets that you can craft.
Well, I'm slowly collecting the stuff. So so all I've got so far is the Ursine armor superior, and you have to have the 2 levels below that to even craft it. So one thing I can build though, but I need Hattori Hanzo to do this for us. Is there are a number of real badass silver swords? Like, look at this. Plus 250 damage.
Yeah, no, you need to upgrade your gear, my dude. You're playing an RPG and you're not running the best possible gear? What's wrong with you?
Well, I can't. That's the point. You have to unlock these things. You have to progress through the game.
You have to get good.
Is the Storm back?
He has returned.
Okay, Storm.
Wait, go back to characters for a second.
What?
Okay, Corinne Tilly. I thought it said Cocaine Lily.
She is the dreamer that we're supposed to see about finding Ciri in Novigrad.
Yes. Yeah, no, I missaw it, and I had to make sure that I was correct in thinking I missaw it.
You were. Do you recognize this bridge? Do you remember it?
Isn't that on the way to the castle from the beginning of the game?
No. This is the bridge that Ciri and that little girl came out at.
During the Trail of Sweets part.
Yes. So back in there, somewhere down in here is where she started. She spawned.
I didn't get to see the reaction, Storm. What was your reaction to what was at the end of the Trail of Sweets?
It was pretty fucked up, bruh. I was, that was about the point at which the game, like, established itself as, oh yeah, this ain't a game, this is fucking terrifying.
Well, it's kind of like going into Naked Dude's Dungeon of Horrors and at BDSM and Persona.
Ah, yes.
Whatever filth lives here sure chose an unusual
King
place for its
Kamoshida's
lair.
Training Palace of Love.
Sure.
Creature can use tools. Means it's smart, or just plain clever. Somebody's doing some cooking. Yes, it's a human femur. A child's.
She ate the kid.
Human skulls in a magic circle. Monsters clearly using them, drawing strength from the place of power. Gotta be a grave hag. Collected the skulls to draw the power through them. Confidence grew enough it started prowling the village. I need to take the skulls, force it to go back to the cemetery. I'll get it there. That ought to really piss it off. Now to lay low in the cemetery. It's likely to crawl out after dark.
All right. Speaking of eating delicious corpses, I made some fresh bread in my bread machine this morning.
Delicious grain corpse.
Yes.
I mean, there's always the prime dish made out of corpses in courthouses. Corpus
Some kind of
juris.
hag.
Not good.
Yes, that is a hag. Water hag.
No, it's a grave hag.
Oh, well. It looked like a water hag, but to be fair, they don't actually look that different, do they? Hag 'em and bag 'em. Why are you doing this to her? She just wants to haggle.
I'm aghast at the things you say.
I try.
Now, suckle.
This one's courtesy of Kiwi. She just wants to give you some haggis.
So what's the dad joke for today?
Today's dad joke is, what's scaly, big, and it can eat more knights than a dragon? 2 dragons. Also, because I wasn't around yesterday, yesterday's dad joke. Remember when plastic surgery was taboo? Now if you mention Botox, no one even raises an eyebrow.
Emotional damage!
Very nice. Well done.
That one's actually a pretty good joke. Like,
yeah, that one has subtlety, nuance, surreptitiousness.
Hear about the job.
And?
It's taken care of. It was a grave hag that dug up the graves and snatched the child.
Aye. So, how is the little tyke?
Child's dead.
Oh, 'tis as I thought.
What about my reward?
Oh, I've not forgotten, nay. Here you go. Thanks much for your help.
Take care.
Alright.
I can't remember. What was this guy asking you to do?
That was the grave hag.
Okay.
I'm too low for the short.
Apparently, the Grey Hag also believes in, death to children. No.
Oh, actually, I just remembered. Storm, since you're borrowing that Switch, does the Switch you are borrowing have Smash Brothers?
It does, however, I'm returning it in sometime this next week.
Oh.
We
should smash before you return it.
Yes, I just bought the dude who loaned it to me, his copy of Tears of the Kingdom, so he's, like, super excited to play it.
I'm so excited!
Do you not have a Switch?
No, any money I might put towards something like that ends up going into my absurdly powerful, fuck you, this thing needs to run preamps computer, because recording drums and stuff.
Because decibels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a powerful computer to record drums. Just be like...
You insult my metalness, sir. My drums sound much more like...
Remember this guy?
Nah, why? My purse is bursting.
With coin that belonged to the refugees. Vengeance tastes sweet.
I thought you'd come for your reward. I'll gladly pay, mind you. You saved my life, no two ways about it. But if you're looking for a bruising, well, you'll find it.
Kick his
Should have
ass.
left you there, tied up, right at the water's edge.
Well, you can't turn back time.
Oh, this is
When
that
you see
guy.
that your conscience don't torment you long.
Yep.
Get him.
Right at the start. Oh.
Too late to surrender.
God, I'm starting to... So, there's this bow in Tears of the Kingdom that the more hearts you have, the more damage it does, right? I'm starting to wonder if it can peak 100, because it's currently at 58. It is by far the strongest bow.
I just had a horrible moment where I realized my desire to do spoonerisms, which is, to switch letters around in words as I say them, would have led to me saying Tears of the Kingdom, which then only makes me imagine a world where Tingle rules.
You can get a Tingle outfit.
This angers me, but I understand.
I don't understand any of what's going on, and I feel better for knowing that.
Tingle is the
No,
embodiment in Zelda
I don't.
games.
That was not an invitation to educate me.
Tingle is a concentrated amount of that thing which causes Rail to torture you.
So, okay, so Tingle was a character in Majora's Mask, and his whole purpose was to float up in a balloon, and you pop the balloon to bring him down, and then he sells you maps that he's made while, flying around in his balloon. Him and his father are map makers in the game. The thing is, Tingle wants to be a fairy, so he dresses in a green jumpsuit with a pointed hat. Essentially, his suit is a parody of Link's outfit.
We learn in later games that he's actually kind of a horrifying person.
That depends on the game.
In Wind Waker, he kind of forces his family into slavery.
Oh yeah, in Wind Waker, he's horrible to his family. In Minish Cap, he's actually like he has them trade kinstones, but he's not like cruel to them. He does have his own side game.
Decapitation!
Which, if I'm correct in remembering, his side game, one, it's I believe Japanese only, and two,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a bullet hell.
From what I know, freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Ruby Land.
There we go.
This
But yeah,
sounds-
he's obsessed with money.
and he wants
And I'm
to be
honestly surprised he was not included in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
I feel like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, while not going hard on it, they were going a little bit back towards Twilight Princess with the sort of like, let's have kind of a more hardcore, a more like adult feeling Link, and thus kind of a more adult feeling world.
Counterpoint, Beetle.
Good point. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm wrong, and I renounce everything I've ever said or stood for.
I'm sorry, just the sheer immediate evisceration of the argument.
Fuck you!
Kiwi's in the background like, we bug people gotta stick together, fuck you. Whoa!
I have no idea what's going on.
So,
No,
Beetle is...
no,
Too
don't.
late, too late. We're going into context. Beetle is a character who's a shopkeeper who initially appears in Wind Waker, funnily enough. And he has a silly voice, and he travels around and sells stuff. He's just a merchant. He's really into beetles, like the bug. And so he became the standard, like, traveling salesman for the series. And he's kind of silly.
Actually, I thought he was in Tears, Twilight Princess. Isn't he the guy that sells you the lamp?
No, that dude's the guy with like an afro or something. It's not Beetle. He might, I'm pretty sure he's not, but give me a moment to get to a full spot where I'm not gonna get beat up by
Oh,
something.
you know, he's probably not Beetleby. He kind of looks like a proto-Beetle.
Well, Twilight Princess is after Wind Waker, so...
Yeah. Or a Beetle-esque character.
Okay, so Beetle has been in the Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
So initially he was a character who... and part of that's probably because his art style is very Wind Waker reminiscent, and so until they merged the Wind Waker art style into the rest of the series, that's why he wasn't in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
Or not Tears of the Kingdom, but Twilight Princess. They both start with a T, and it's throwing me off.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, yeah, there's still goofy stuff in Tears and Breath, but what I was getting at is the aesthetic of Link, for example, in that one is, you know, much more akin to Ocarina of Time adult Link than, say, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, little cartoony Link. So maybe like the reason Tingle didn't make it in was Tingle would have been a step too far? I don't know. Or maybe it's because that world is not kind to anyone as delusional as Tingle.
I don't know about that. Because you've also got people like Robbie.
But Robbie creates weapons of mass destruction.
Tingle makes maps.
Yeah. But Tingle thinks he's a fairy. Robbie only pretends to be awesome. No, I'm joking. There's no point to this. I'm just I'm just scratching at your overly cruel argument.
Oh no. If I could have like a reoccurring character return.
For me, it would probably be either Midna.
Midna's not a reoccurring character, so.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, Midna would very much be on that list for me too.
Okay, I was thinking in the terms of make a character into a recurring character.
Shoot, I had it in my head and then I forgot it promptly. Dang it.
Sucks getting old, doesn't it?
Yep. It does seem to do that. There's the one from A Link Between Worlds who's the merchant.
Ravio?
Yeah, Ravio. I kind of liked him. Of course, knowing who and what he is at the end kind of did add to that a little bit, but... But even so, like, the image of, you know, a Link... adjacent, like, salesman person with that little hat that hides everything else. Also the fact that he takes over your house without asking permission.
How is that a, like, enjoyable concept? No.
No, it's just fun. It's just funny to me. Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot about this. Storm, I have something for you.
Oh.
This very, very important side mission here.
So I remembered what it was. I want the Kokiri to come back.
The Forest Children.
Yeah. I mean, also Skull Kids. There's a lot of stuff that I really enjoyed Ocarina of Time's like setting and the types of characters it had.
Look who it is!
You again? Want some
Like the
more?
Koroks are cute, but I don't enjoy them as much as I enjoyed the Kokiri.
Oh god, this guy!
This guy.
He's back.
Many a headless scarecrow round here. Keep my warning and stand and fight!
Duly
over with.
Had enough?
Yes, but next time.
Go back to Mate Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
We shall meet again.
Oh.
And he's gonna turn out more well equipped every time, right?
Oh, you'll see.
So
he's gonna be in full plate armor at some point, isn't he?
You'll see. Oh, this... I'm pretty sure this next one is... If it's what I think it is... Yes. Alright, you gotta make a decision here on this one, Storm.
Oh dear.
I've done nothing. Gentlemen, I beg you, back off.
Don't dare interfere.
What's this about?
This Dwan sold Fistek to some young elves. A contaminated batch that killed every other user.
Lies. They mean to kill me, steal my gold. Help me, please.
What you sold was poison. Shame you weren't there to see the young lad and others expire amidst spasms.
You, all of you, to an elf. You despise humans, seek vengeance on us. But can you fault us? Fault me for your civilization's downfall?
Shut your mouth, poisoner.
Need to see if this man's actually carrying any Fistek.
We've done that already. Checked everywhere, even his boots. Nothing. The bastard sold it all, which hardly makes him innocent.
So, do we save him or do we let the elves have their way with him?
We have no proof he is guilty, so no proof.
Okay.
Don't see any proof this man sold anyone Fistech, let alone contaminated powder. Can't let you kill him.
Then you too shall die, Vatgern. Shame you happened on our path, and chose to stand in our way.
Bad idea.
Thank you, Witcher. Bloody elves. They'd invent any excuse to rob me. Please take this. A sign of my gratitude.
So, it says merchant, but probably did sell contaminated, legally distinct cocaine. So, okay.
I mean, without any proof, the world may never know.
That's like that quest in Skyrim that I ultimately actually kind of hate, but...
Which one?
With the Red Guards looking for the woman who they believe sold them out versus she thinks they're being sent by the Thalmor, and you have to decide if she was a traitor or...
Oh yeah, it doesn't like give you any clear indication that
Who's lying?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that is part of the point in a lot of Skyrim's quest setups, is that it really does take away the answer to moral culpability, but it bothers me still.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I forgot it's 7:30-ish. Okay. I am going to take you to meet one of my favorite characters in the entire game.
Long live Radovid! Come through.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of stew.
Yeah. Fucking try it, pal. Alright. Oh god, that's bright. That's bright. And here he is.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Is this a troll?
So
must die.
So he's actually singing like these are like bastardized versions of like real Polish military songs that he's singing. So yeah, like the developers like made up this stuff, but yes.
You mans! Here, Redania Camp Army! No cross, no boat steal!
Redanian army? Where are you hiding them?
In here! Me! No see mans? Join me, King Ravodid army! Order God boats is.
Boats are in pretty bad shape.
Me, God boats, rich say. But no wood for to make a fence. Their boats, aye. So, me, fence, make a boat. Boats, God boats.
Wow.
Why
I
did you
think
join
we
the
have
army?
found the mascot for the auxiliary.
No
Built
crew.
guard boats.
Come good soldier mans.
Don't be hating.
Soldier man wants boats. Peasanters, they steals peasanters' boats. Puzzler trollololo? Dunno.
Think I do. Redanian seized some peasants' boats. Thought the peasants might try to take them back. What happened next?
Chargy man go. Soldier mans drink and sing. Not sing. Listen, troll. Both. Come, peasanters, swing sharpie sticks.
Sharpie sticks.
I help one army. Runner to runner. Holla, peasanters. Holla, soldier mans. Gentle. Move them apart. But all lie down. Soldier mans too. But order had me watch boats. And what I? Trollololo soldier man now. Trollolo just sing too. You for sing you?
No thanks. Heard you earlier. But listen, where are the bodies? Don't see any.
Hungry go. Should no waste. Peasanters good food. Soldier man friends. Not so good big stew. Always good.
Guess I understand. Wartime rules?
Man's soldier man too?
No.
Trollololo. Makes man soldier man. Trollo. Chargy man. Say, bring paint. And man brings paint.
Paint? What are we talking about?
Paint! Paint! Red colory, white colory. City gods? No city go. Trollolo. What's boats?
Boat. Yes,
Fine,
sir.
I'll try to find some paint for you.
Good
Yep.
mans. Redani army, no service forget. Pretty, pretty, was
So,
This is-
man,
do you get what he did? Like, do you understand what he did?
Yeah.
make so,
So that pot there.
make feast, good go wasted.
Yep.
Tasty meats. Oh, forgot next.
It's not cannibalism technically.
No, it's not wasting, meat. Okay, let's go right there. We'll go on over here. Yes, Trollolo is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. I love the trolls. They are their version of English is chef's kiss.
It does take some skill to write something like that though, because you could tell what he was saying even if he was saying it dumb.
Yep.
Hey! Go on, don't think twice, just buy.
Where the hell am I supposed to buy the
Red paint. White paint. The color you call.
where?
Ooh.
Oh, here he is.
What can I do you for?
Let me see. Might pick something.
Paint. Paint.
So long.
Paint. Paint.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
You can old Nilfgaard and still all your loans Nilfgaard until...
He's actually a pretty good painter.
Report on order.
Private Slate. I forgot about that.
Just so happens I have some.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh! 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 Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Has paid, but how? Dunno.
Might be a problem.
Man's
So you need
no.
brushes.
I order. Man's nose.
I guess I do. Depends what.
Birdo coloring. Redania Birdo. Shields like.
He wants the heraldry.
But it would be better if he does it.
Know what? You're the Redanian soldier. You should paint it.
Yeah. Try I. Man's no go. Man's watch.
Watchy mans.
Good
Yes.
no. Birdo ugly.
No, actually, it's not bad. Not bad at
That's
all.
a pretty
Damn!
damn good painting.
But Birdo ugly. Tra-la-la-la-see. Tra-la-la-la-see. Ugly. Man's good. No like other man's fake cues. And red barrels and asphalt.
Yep.
Huh.
He is far and away one of my favorite characters.
Sometimes quote-unquote monsters are really just creatures we don't know.
And also, Rail, I did go to the super secret merchant that I modded in, and I bought the Doppler and the mutagens from the people we are not going to face murder.
Ah. Yes.
Because that's not how we roll.
Yes.
So do Dopplers see by like do they see by echolocation?
You are a horrible human being. I just want you to know that.
I kind of feel like...
You
I'm
also...
pretty sure that's the first time I've made up that joke. Or did you say that joke also?
No, just that we're in another place where Rail has told a pun.
Rail is the keeper.
On brand.
Yeah.
Alright, what else can we do? Any other things we can do? Oh, I don't remember what the hell this thing is, so let's go here.
Look, it's either puns or really feelies.
Yes. Ah, yes, the Hangman's Tree.
Yes, I love the trolls. I tend not to kill any of the trolls. There are a few, like, feral wild ones you can come across, but generally speaking, quest-wise, I don't kill trolls.
Would you say they're out of control?
What to do?
Would you say you've run into them on patrol?
Step back! I'm no warrior. Help! Anyone help?
Easy now.
I think we found another, what do you call it, mascot for the Ox.
No priest. I'm a deacon. Just 2 months out of seminary. On my first mission. It wouldn't be right to kill a deacon on his first mission. Oh my, your eyes. Yellow.
Oh, this quest. I remember this quest. This quest is awesome.
I have read about this. You're a witcher.
I don't remember it.
Well, clearly no feral cat or grass snake, so...
In point of fact, a grass snake's pupils are circular, not slitted. But never mind that. Please help me. If they breach the gate, a pestilence will be upon us.
Met another of your fold recently. Tried to kill me, actually, near here. Didn't much like that I discovered he was trading in Fistech. So why would I trust you?
Oh, it grieves me to hear this. I shall pray he repents. Alas, even the Church's devoted err occasionally.
And some show a penchant for understatement. Desperate times call for a witcher, huh? Thought your church frowned upon our kind. Mutants.
A mistake common in our ranks, alas. I discussed it at length with my mentor. All are capable of doing good in this world, genetic aberrations or not.
You sure you're a priest of the eternal fire? All right, but got a question first, priest. How's a witcher fight a plague?
I misspoke. Not the plague, its source. The Devil's Pit, this mine, has long been used as a place to sequester the hopelessly sick. An isolated haven for the afflicted.
A den to die in. Believe those are the words you're looking for.
I'm not proud to admit it, but how else is the Scarlet Fog to be withstood? An incurable pestilence that spreads with the fury of wildfire?
Had no choice, that's clear.
Which one?
The second one.
Callous as your method is, there's sense in it. Undeniably, unfortunately. What's done is done. Now where do I fit in?
Deep within the mine lies a salt cavern haunted. Someone, that is something, lurks there, so ancient records show. A spirit that breeds pestilence and whispers in the dark. Alas, a band of deserters has seized the pit. They butchered the afflicted. I was sent to urge their departure. Should they force open the mine's gate, descend into its depths?
We'll have more than just Catriona to stop. Let me guess. Your warning. Deserters didn't take it to heart?
If only. They slew my retinue. I alone escaped. Please, you must help. I've coin to offer.
It's official.
They
Go
must
grab
be
some
dealt
pizza.
with. The bandits and this
What?
vile spirit.
Pizza? What?
Rail is going to go all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on a pie.
Oh.
Could be this calls for a witcher, but I'll need more to go on. This spirit, been in the mine long? Anyone actually seen it?
I've seen but some of the records. Above my station, you see.
I turned
As
around
I
and the
recall,
Kiwi was already there
it
with the
appeared
pizza.
long past, after the first plague victims were brought here. The church attempted once to exorcise the ghost, but, well, I'd like to see for myself what came of it.
Not exactly generous with details, were they?
No. Our wards recently reported hearing whispers in the night. Pleas for mercy, but ghostly, strange. Altogether frightening. I'm afraid that's all I know.
Fine.
So be it. I'll help. And you wait for me here, coin in hand.
Of course! Under the circumstances, I can't imagine how it might be better spent. Ah, the key. It unlocks the gate to the mine. Eternal fire guide you, Witcher.
Yeah. Knock yourself out, Eternal Fire. Farewell.
Alright, so it is official now. Both of you two are now my retinue.
You kidding me? If anybody's the retinue here, it's you two.
Ever fight a witcher?
No. You are my retinue.
Fine, if that's the case, you guys are my retinue. Woo.
Oh, God.
I have arrived, and it is now that I perform my charge. In fealty to Diggs, my undying lord, I declare exterminatus on the abs. No.
Whatever it is, Rail cranks it up to an 11.
Whatever it isn't, Rail cranks it to the left.
To the left, to the left.
To the left, everybody in the house, ooh, boo, to the left.
It's interesting, though, because what a lot of people don't realize historically, it would have made sense for them to do this. Salt mines and things like that actually often did end up as primitive sanitariums.
Yep.
Because they couldn't figure out why people who were working in the mines would get sick all the easier. Just that they did, and it's, of course, because your lungs were weakened by the dust particulate. Miners had considerably shorter lifespans in that time period.
I mean, I'd argue miners have considerably shorter lifespans still.
Still, yes, but I mean, like, there's a difference between dying 10 years early and dying a half-lifetime early.
Right, that's why it was considered such a punishment in, like, Roman times.
Yeah.
Like, it was tantamount to a death sentence.
And so, of course, plague would break out much more readily among miners, and thus mines often became the first, what do you call them, sanitariums?
I forget what's in here.
Yes.
Now all I can think is, so we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side.
I am a rail and I'm singing a song, singy singy song.
You're not inaccurate.
Oh!
Whacker's Wild and Wacky Whackfest.
That's wacky.
Toss a coin to your whacker.
Oh, Valley of Plenty.
No. Whack attack.
Yeah, it's a whack attack and you're it.
Oh no, mine's a whack attack is a old Disney Channel thing of Donald having a quack attack.
Should look for the places
So for Whacker, it's a whack attack.
Please, help me.
Sounds sincere enough. Can't be too sure, though. Could be a trap.
Oh, it is undoubtedly a trap.
Medallion's humming. Better investigate. Wolf School insignia. Old. Very old.
Now, Geralta's Wolf School,
Long
right?
Dry. Hemorrhaging fever of some sort.
What's that?
Geralta's Wolf School, isn't he?
Correct.
Kira's lamp ought to prove really handy here.
Not that way. Won't find me there.
Dark energy emanating from these bones.
Wait, so he's Clan Wolf?
Doing?
Get out.
No.
Ghost Bear represent!
Clan Wolf Bear.
Do I have to do it on the other side?
You're wasting time.
Now, they said all the peeps was dead, so that coughing noise, that's coming from ghosties.
The Amityville toaster. Make breakfast spooky. Spooky talkie toaster. Spooky eating toast. Yum yum yum. Human hand.
Just.
Corridor to the right. Yes, that's where you'll find me.
What in the...
One of the beings Reynold mentioned. Another hint. Someone guiding me.
So another Witcher was here a long time ago.
You know what? I don't think I've ever done this quest.
Oh god. So, all I can tell you is when you get to the boss, hit him with Jordan 3 times.
Here.
What the...
Should look around.
Oh yeah, you also need to make a potion. Go off the beaten path. Trust me.
Alright, well, let's,
Blocked. Need a way around.
Alright. Well, let's go the opposite way the spirit says to go. I didn't quite mean that, but good job, Geralt.
Stop, not that way.
This has some Durgesh prison vibes.
So remember, this mine was used as a quarantine zone, essentially.
Yeah. In, what's it called? Far Cry 4, there's a prison built into a mountainside where the inmates are constantly drugged so that they're hallucinating that monsters are trying to kill them.
Okay.
Bones, dried blood, and mucus. Victims of the Scarlet Fog. Gotta be. Walls are scarred. Human fingernails. The sick want it out. Badly.
Well.
Some Cask of Amontillado shit.
Witchers came here. School of the Wolf.
You do not look very healthy.
More blood.
Yeah, you don't look very happy.
Dark Souls intensifies.
More like Dork Souls.
Are Oh
mean.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Becky.
Look at Whacker's butt. It's so big.
It's just like out there.
He looks like a total juggalo.
Maybe I am a juggalo.
Pure motherfucking magic.
Whoop whoop.
It's the sound of the beast.
So if y'all could have one type of magic, what type of magic would you want to use?
That's a good question.
I'd probably go with what I go with in most D&D games, actually, which is cleric magic.
Well, I meant it to be a little more, like, specific. For instance, mine is space magic.
Okay, I see what we're saying, yeah.
Essentially, like, one specific domain of magic.
Healing.
So would that be healing by life, or would you go for, like, biology magic?
By life. My favorite mage character that I've ever come up with, his whole thing was dragon magic, but that was also somewhat based on the exact context of that setting where magic works a little bit different than it does in most settings.
Yeah.
So I would probably just go with healing, truth be told.
Oh.
There's, like, biology magic, there's life magic, there's all kinds of ways you can do healing.
Yeah.
Necromancy is a type of healing.
I heal them with my sword to their face. I don't know. This is a very good question. I will have to think about this.
I will think upon it while I go have dinner with my dad. I'll be back in a bit.
Have a beautiful time. Bye.
Shit, I need to jump, don't I? What is going on here?
What's up?
I'm watching this ghost. Okay, so... Okay. Alright. Forgotten priests. So it's a priest?
Interesting.
So...
This one's where it's kind of important to read, but you do get a good potion out of this.
So they purposefully locked all these people in here just to die. I know that they had the scarlet fever, but not all of them did. Was that the upshot?
More, they weren't even really trying to find a cure, but a specific dude stayed behind and worked on trying to make a cure for them. Also, the Scarlet Rot is a supernatural disease. Read the letters from Reynold.
Okay.
You deaf? Turn back!
Just keep exploring. This area's where you find things.
Something's not right. Medallion seething. That stench. Damn it. What are you, filth?
Leave him! You're wasting time! You're here to find me! Me!
Am I supposed to kill these things?
Yep.
From my saddle.
Time to heal. Wop wop a doo wop.
Okay. So they're toast. Alright, I'll look at that in a minute. What's in here?
Someone was tortured here.
so obviously I gotta go through those blocks. Also, I am out of my master potion, so I think I should
Do like the cow do and meditate.
Meow.
Dead end.
Oh, I see.
Eat thyself upon the enemy.
Okay.
Dwarven spirit, Celandine. Contents of chest. Must mean this chest. Got some Celandine on me. Good thing. Other ingredients seem in decent condition. Reynolds' own recipe looks like. Worth a try. All the signs scream Plague Maiden, but the symptoms, more likely a red miasmal. Yeah. Need to prepare.
Stop, not that way!
So... Reynolds filter. Alright, so I'm about near the end of my we'll finish up this mission and then we'll call it quits.
Hi.
So,
You do as you need to do, good sir. Your health is paramount. Hell, I'd say your health is even paramount plus. Now with Star Trek, the lower decks.
you are a horrible, horrible human being.
Okay, I know you need to drink the potion, and I know you need to use
brought back to life
Yrden, I
somehow.
think, 3 times.
Must have been them, I thought.
Say that again?
No, it's not Yrden. It's use Yrden, then get the boss into Yrden and use the force push. And do that 3 times, I think. So Yrden him, then Ard him.
So this is a form of reading.
Yes.
Is that in?
been here already. Not the way.
Okay. Got some hella damage resistance.
That or you need to upgrade your gear.
No, I'm pretty heavily powered for where I'm at. Red miasma. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot.
What's up?
I was going to repair my, Alright, I still got 2 of those left. That looks like a boss door to me. Alright. Here we go. Okie dokie.
The stalagmites! Destroy them! Free me!
Probably not the best of ideas. Let's take a look around here first. So, I guess the question is, how do I take this thing?
Huh?
This filter, how do I take this?
There should be a thing for you to take it, like a prompt or conversation, I believe.
Okay. Here we go.
almost has control. Hurry!
Reynold?
Yes, but my strength fading. The spirit taking control. I trapped us in here. The salt, wondrous. Understand? It can't escape.
Led it into an apotropaic chamber organically carved into salt. Perfect for a specter. Clever.
But I feel it in me still. So long now. Help me, brother. Give me the potion. To expel it at last.
I'm pretty sure.
Been down here a while. Have any idea
Do
how
the
long?
small text options first.
Years. Decades. Time stands still here. Nothing ever changes, brother.
And yeah, don't give him the potion.
Longer than that, Reynold. Lots. Gotta understand, you should be dead by now, right? Only thing keeping your body alive is the miasmal?
All the more reason to end this. You can do that. The potion. Please.
Found your letters. To Lambert. Was sorry to read he betrayed you. Can't help thinking the miasmal would have bowed before the strength of 2 Witchers.
I was a fool. But what's past is past. Lambert, the snake, never deserved my trust.
I'll be sure to pass the message along when I see him. Though your friend, believe Osmond was his name.
You dare mock me?
No. Just got the sneaking suspicion I'm not talking to Reynold right now. Not half bad, your ruse. But don't take me for a fool.
But don't you understand? It will take control of me. It will kill you and all those you... No! Destroy it! Drink the potion! Finish what I started!
Oh, I will, Reynold. Just hold on a little longer.
There we go. Yee.
Okay.
Alright. Yurden and Ard. Yurden and Ard, Yurden and Ard.
Not about to let you leave this mine.
Oh, what
I do like the little bit here, though, that it's all salt around him. And that's what's helping keep the creature trapped.
And spread through your viscera. Invade your mind.
There we go.
I return with a full
Welcome
tummy.
back. Just in time. Whacker's engaging the boss.
Okay, so what was going on here? Ooh.
It's
So
miasmal, so it's a breath demon.
yeah, sort of. It possessed an old wolf witcher from a long time ago. And
what I
tries
don't
to
know
trick
is
you.
if it seems like Geralt didn't know him.
Oh no, Geralt.
So
didn't
from a
know.
long time ago, we mean a really long time ago.
Yes, a really long time ago.
Because Geralt also ages slowly.
Yes, all witchers do.
Geralt's about 100-something years old.
And doesn't look a day over 40.
The age thing is one of the reasons why witchers tend to have a lot of relationships with like witches and such.
Right.
Because it's the only people who will live as long as they do.
So it wanted Geralt as like a new
essentially.
Yeah, this is cool. I never did this mission.
Yep. Okay, I was about to say don't forget to heal. Storm, since you weren't here for it, this area, all these rocks, the white rocks, it's salt. So it's making a super circle of salt that's been keeping it trapped here.
Yeah. Every time one of these little bits of fact comes out, I'm just like, oh, so that's why people kept telling me that I would like The Witcher based on the fact that I like Supernatural.
It's just neat. Yep. Though, oh god, yeah, realizing that The Witcher is just medieval supernatural.
Or the vice versa.
Reynold died centuries ago. Body didn't decompose, though. Likely slowed by the miasmal. Strange. Never seen armor like this before. And the medallion. A wolf's head, but flat.
Osmond finally sent someone. Seems the gods remember this damned veil after all. And you have my thanks. Can't believe it's gone. There were moments when I didn't know if I was me or the miasmal. Maybe I was both. Maybe neither.
No need for thanks. Should mention, though, wasn't Osmond who sent me. Priest of the Eternal Fire did. Who are you exactly? Got a wolf's head medallion, but it's strange. Looks nothing like mine.
Strange how? Designed and forged it myself, like all witchers at Kaer Morhen.
Quite the craftsman. Not me, though. Got mine from my mentor, like all witchers at Kaer Morhen do. Must have been different in your day. Speaking of, when exactly did you arrive here in this mine?
It was 970, or no,
So 400 to 500
80.
years ago.
I can't recall. Damn memories are foggy, fractured.
Reynold, that's more than 300 years past.
300? No. No! They'd have sent another to find me after 5, 10 at most. Osmond himself would have come. Shit.
I'm sorry. Miasmal got lucky you showed, not some mere mortal. Witcher's immunity meant it could possess you without destroying your body.
A cruel irony. I had to focus all my strength to prevent it from escaping. Till I locked us in this prison of salt, that is. Before that, it possessed the sick. Quickly corrupted. Deformed them. Turned them into the undying dead. Feral and mindless.
All those voices, torches, wasn't you, was it?
You gotta ask. The miasmal aimed to lure you here. I was too weak to even notice your presence. At least at first.
How'd it happen that you came to be trapped with the miasmal?
Those cultists hired me to expel it. First sign I might become possessed, though, they panicked. Sealed me in here without a second thought. Could have sent an exorcist. Or called for another witcher. Anything. And those poor souls whose bones litter the mine. All forsaken for the glory of the eternal fire.
I saw. Miasmal tried to impersonate a witcher earlier. You the real Reynold? How can I be sure?
Ask me something only a wolf could know. Come on, Let's get this over with.
Sure you're from the School of the Wolf? Your armor. Can't say there's no resemblance, but the color? Studs, vertical stripes?
Back at Kaer Morhen, they'd always toss gear my way. Whatever you touch turns to gold, they'd say. This particular suit, I refined on the path. It's supposed to be a prototype for the whole school. Till my time ran out.
On your own? No workshop? Missed your calling, sounds like. Could have made a name for yourself as a fine armorer, or at least a tailor.
Osmond had ideas of his own, for improvements. Scribbled them down. We were gonna discuss them when we met at Kaer Morhen.
Really, Storm?
I'd like to believe you, really. Got any proof?
Search my corpse.
For the purposes of chat, Storm sent me an image that
Diagrams
is
are there.
one of the brothers from
That he wants to
Supernatural pasted onto Geralt's body. Indeed. Disgusting.
Lol. Winchester Witchers.
Forgotten.
Lex.
Wolven. Okay.
Yeah.
You're free of the Spectre, but you seem agitated. Need to make sure you'll find lasting peace.
Mean to prevent me from becoming what we hunt. Well, still got a matter I need to settle. Be a brother. Help me. Then I'll find peace.
Could also cremate your body on a pyre, as the guild ordains.
You'd see me leave this world burdened with pain and regret. This is the fate you wish for me, Wolf Brother. A priest sent you, or so you said. Bring him here. I'd like a word. For my peace of mind.
Why? Aim to have a theological debate? What'll a few words change? Let it go, Reynold.
No. Aim to look him in the eyes. Ask him how his religion looks upon those who condemn a man to death and damnation.
This kid, he's got no ties to the clerics who sealed you in here centuries ago.
Can you offer me them in his stead? No. Thought not.
I'm curious.
So am I. Rail?
I don't want to spoil it, because, you know, it's your choice. Experience is the consequences of your actions.
First time playthrough, so 1.
So, alright. Before we decide, it sounds like this guy wants revenge on the priests. That's the clear vibe I'm getting from him.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me means you bring this kid down there and he's gonna... I mean, I don't know what specters can do. I don't know if he's just gonna berate him or if he's gonna try to kill him.
Yeah, I'm getting the berate vibe, but you do have a good point. And this guy has been down here with something trapped in his head for 400 years.
But if we don't, then you're right, Geralt. Then Geralt's right. He's going to turn into some kind of vengeful specter, and a Witcher vengeful specter to me sounds even worse.
Ooh.
So,
ODST bag just joined us for the first time. A cave made of salt, just lick the walls, easy way out. That's what I'd do, at least. Or maybe it's all a ruse.
I mean, so when he said, "Ask me something only a wolf would know," I didn't get a clear indication that he actually did verify that he's like from the school of the wolf. Although,
okay, that at least to give you context, he most certainly is.
so it is Reynold that we're talking to, not the...
Yes, it is in fact Reynold that you are talking to, not the spook again. You are talking to the spook you believe you are talking to.
If he... Alright, we'll go get the priest, and if he tries to harm him, then I guess we'll try to do something, and if not, then we'll shit. So, alright, fine. We'll get the priest.
So be it. But
Oh
a
boy,
few
oh boy,
words,
oh boy.
nothing more.
Also, ODST, I'm surprised this is the first time you've ever been in chat with us.
Understandable, but unwarranted. No bad intentions on my part. And even if there were, you'd be here to protect him, right?
Fine. I'll get you the priest.
I failed to fathom. How could they let this happen? The bodies, the blood, so much blood. I had no idea. Reynold. I know of the horror you suffered. I thought perhaps I could help. But how does one make amends for such a tragedy? A humble deacon like me.
Deacon, hierarch, you're all the same. Eternal Fire accepts two types into their fold. Criminals and hypocrites.
Was innocent.
Found the remains of a priest down here. Clearly chose to stay. Didn't abandon the sick in their time of need. Is he a criminal? A hypocrite?
And who sealed him inside? Ghouls? Trolls? The Red Miasmal itself? No. The very same church of the Eternal fucking Fire.
I'm leaning towards this kid's innocent.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's a child. What crimes has he committed? Forgot the verse of a hymn? Snuck a sweet roll while fasting? Believing the word of hypocrites, his sole transgression. This kid, this priest, treats witchers like humans. A rare specimen. More. An endangered species.
Well, in fact, the church holding mutants in low regard, it's an error, a misconception. Scripture states, respect and cherish every living creature.
Respect for life is demonstrated here.
As the prior says, he says, oh, confound it. I've hung on their every word my whole life, but now, knowing of this travesty, the church must protect the weak, foster hope. Yet what I've witnessed here is, what shall I do? Where shall I go?
Fantastic.
Frankly, Charlotte, I don't give a
faith.
damn.
You just weak, or is this real regret? Truths you've learned here. What'll you do with them?
You're a hero. Prevented a catastrophe. Time to come to terms with your fate. What do you want? What do you need to do that?
Ha! A hero. Used to care about the greater good. Young. Ambitious. The will to fight burns strong in me. Now I'm just tired. Don't have the strength, no desire to philosophize. And I won't rejoice about the world's salvation. Time took that from me.
You may lack the will to fight, but I know one who doesn't.
I'm leaning towards 1.
Yeah.
Don't need a church at your back to do good. Can do that on your own.
Aye, true. So right, witches. I shan't be returning to Novigrad. I'll stay here, transform this place, create a haven for the afflicted, true to its name. I enrolled at the seminary to serve folk, not the church.
What am I doing? Resisted a red miasmal for centuries, damn it. Now I can't find the strength to forgive this boy. As if hatred kept me sane all these years.
Maybe it did, but that was then. What matters is your choice now.
Your sacrifice was not in vain, sir. The church is my home no more. This tomb I will transform into a sanctuary for the living, dedicated in your name, good Witcher.
Made a difference here, Reynold. For him and many more.
I'm sure another name would suit it better. I'm no saint, no miracle worker. Just a Witcher. And I'd rather it stayed that way.
We're done here. Time we were on our way.
So if there's Witcher 4, he might be a character that we'll run into again.
By the eternal fire. I must think. No. I know what I must do. Yet, to cast aside these 20 years, what I learned of the world. Here. Your reward, Witcher. You've my thanks for your help.
Might not need to cast it all aside. Not entirely. There was wisdom in some of what you recited.
Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've yet to find the eternal fire's true light. Perhaps I must seek it elsewhere.
Farewell, former deacon. And good luck with your search.
And yes, you picked the right choices. This is the good ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now to find Osmond's scribblings, the ones Reynold mentioned. Could complete the armor then. Worth a look around.
Well, that was
next
cool.
time I'm at
I enjoyed this quest. I never played this one before.
That goat just opened those big doors.
Also,
that is some powerful hinge work.
Also, I can hear your wife coughing, even through the computer.
That might actually be the dog coughing, well, like sneezing or something.
That sounded like Kiwi coughing to me.
It also might be her coughing.
Alright, let's look this up just for grins and giggles. Oh, there's Reynold.
Hello? they heard you coughing. And they worry for you. It's allergies. It's allergies, and she's specifically immunocompromised in her lungs. She's also currently got something that makes her allergic to her own skin.
Ew.
That does not sound good.
Human folliculitis is apparently what it's called.
Oh, it's in Kaer Morhen. Okay.
So yeah, when you go back to the castle.
Not
in the sky.
Oh God. Rail. Naughty bad rail. All right.
Wait a minute. Even the Witcher's guilty! Yes!
What?
Whacker made a big point about how all of Fire Emblem, Persona, and Legend of Zelda had these, you know, oh, they look young, but they're actually way older type of characters. But the female witches in this, that could be said of too.
Yeah, but like, it's not like a function of they're just drawn that way. It's like they use the magic to do that to themselves.
I mean,
I know. I'm just yanking your dangles.
Dragons just age incredibly slow.
They age at the same rate everybody else does. Their biology's just...
Also, I don't think anybody... Legend of Zelda doesn't really have anybody who ages super slow.
Poor when she's not aging super slow, but she's
See,
like...
that's not fair. That's in the same case as The Witcher, though, because she reverses her age and accidentally goes back to being a kid. She meant to stop in, like, her 20s.
Yes.
So in that case, it's the same situation as The Witcher.
And then, of course, there are the... Now, Persona 5, at least the Royal Edition, is different in that it has a male equivalent to, but I don't know that that makes it better.
Do we keep Reynolds' filter? No?
Might not have. Might have remembered that wrong on his filter being a reusable potion.
Doesn't look like it. That's alright, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink anything that came out of that cave, let's be honest.
Bruh. Bro.
Drinky the cavey.
Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his bras?
Is a man not entitled to the cave sippy?
Is the man not entitled to the forbidden red juice? Alright, kids, I think we are going to stick a fork in it here. I am at the limit of what I should be doing with my busted
question.
eyeballs.
Lads, it's currently playing an ad. I think there was something that, like, ads are consistent across all viewers, like everybody gets ads at the same time. You might want to...
So give us 15 seconds and it'll...
30 seconds. It's one of those.
What, is it playing an ad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, mine just ended, but I don't know if that's for everyone else.
It might depend on just what specific ads they got, and I got unlucky and got the 30-second one.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Right.
so we're clean on my end.
No, I can't see anything on mine, so I think we're safe. So, all right, we're gonna stick a fork in it here.
All right.
You all have a beautiful time.
Yes, thank you everybody for joining us, and we will be back again on Monday. And I believe up after me it's either Dragon Axe. I think it's Dragon Axe and Freebirth.
Pulling the schedule. One moment.
I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Axe.
Dragon Axe does whatever a Dragon Axe does.
Survey says Monday. It is
Is
Dragon Axe and a Night Clerk playing Blood Bowl, starting in about 12 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Ready. Let me go get that changed over.
All right, so yep, stick around for some Blood Bowl goodness, and we will, of course, see y'all throughout the week.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodnight, guys.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody. Have a beautiful time. Be safe. Be happy.
And sleep well and dream of large whackers.
I am extra thick is what I am.
No. I am what the humans refer to as thick.
Oh, God. All right, I'm killing the stream now before any more of this shit happens.